In today's video, I'm reviewing a 2011 Mercedes ML550. The ML550 is part of the Mercedes ML and GLE class of SUVs that began production starting in 1997 and is now in its fourth generation. The name was changed from the ML class to the GLE starting with the 2016 model year, and this 2011 model is part of the second generation that was produced from 2006 to 2011. I'm a huge fan of the exterior styling of the second generation model of the Mercedes ML class. And while I really like the first generation model as well, I feel like when this model came out in 2006 that Mercedes really raised the bar. The vehicle has got a much more contemporary look and much more premium and upscale. If you look at the first generation model, they're really starting to look dated over the years, whereas the second generation model has stood the test of time very well. These continue to be a really great looking vehicle, and you see much of the similar styling in the second generation model carried into the third and the existing fourth generation. Interestingly, the second generation ML class is built on the same platform as the Jeep Grand Cherokee and the Dodge Durango, and that's because Mercedes and Chrysler were under the same ownership at the time of development. With the 550 model, you're getting an upgraded V8 engine, and you also see a number of styling differences when compared with the 350. It's got a revised rear bumper. It's got the AMG dual exhaust. It's also got an AMG set of 19-inch wheels. The grommeted side steps. Up front, we've also got a revised front bumper. And then chrome grille bars. Just a few touches that give the vehicle a little bit more aggressive upscale appearance when compared to the 350. But even looking at the basic 350, it's got a really nice design. Overall, the styling of the vehicle is very sporty, very aggressive. It's got a very unique look within the segment. One of my favorite styling cues on the ML class are these grills up on the front hood. Not really serving any purpose, but they give the vehicle a very aggressive look. Front end is also very nice. The grille and headlight layout. See the fog lights integrated in the front bumper, and then the brushed aluminum front spoiler. Throughout the vehicle, it's got a nice touch of chrome and brushed aluminum throughout. You'll see the strip along the bottom of the doors. Another strip right below the windows. Some chrome accents integrated into the door handles. Also got the side rails up top. And then on the rear of the vehicle, got a strip on the hatch, top of the bumper, and then that lower spoiler. Up top, you'll see we've got a sunroof. And then I really like the design of the blinkers on the side mirrors. Very unique look to them. Overall, really great looking vehicle, and some nice enhancements with the 550 package. Not surprisingly, the interior of the 550 is very nicely appointed. It's got a very clean layout with high quality materials, nice colors and accent materials throughout. Of course, it is full leather. And then we've got some wood and brushed aluminum accents. The vehicle also comes very heavily loaded. One cool feature on the 550 is that on the door sills, we've got the backlighting on the Mercedes-Benz. The vehicle has power windows, power door locks, power mirrors that automatically fold. Also integrated into the mirror, we've got blind spot monitoring. See a control here for electronic rear hatch. And the vehicle has Harman Kardon audio system. So really great sound characteristics. Full power seats with 3 memory settings. Interestingly, they've got a separate module here for controlling lumbar support and some of the other settings on the seat. Likewise on the passenger side, it's integrated here on the left-hand side. It's kind of a weird setup there. Also worth noting that the seats are not incredibly comfortable in the 550. They're a little bit more sport focused, so they're very stiff. On the left of the steering wheel, we've got controls here for headlights and fog lights. It does have automatic headlights. Left-hand side of the steering wheel, we have controls for audio and other vehicle settings. And then on the right-hand side, controls for Bluetooth. On the instrument cluster, we've got speedometer on the left-hand side with an integrated analog clock, LCD screen in the middle with vehicle information and settings, and then on the right-hand side, a tachometer with an integrated fuel gauge. All of the vents are circular, and below the center vents, we've got a screen here that controls a number of vehicle features and settings, including audio, navigation, telephone, also duals as a backup camera. Got dual zone climate control for driver and front passenger. We've also got heated and cooled seats for driver and front passenger. There's a sport mode and a comfort mode that adjusts the shifts of the transmission as well as suspension and steering feel. This will turn off traction control. To the right of that, we've got hill descent control. And then just to the right of that, we've got a hill ascent feature. To the right of that, this feature will raise the suspension on the vehicle. So it's got an air suspension that can raise and lower the vehicle. And then this will turn off parking sensors. Below that, we've got a storage compartment, an ashtray, 2 cup holders, and then center console. Up top, you'll see that we've got a sunroof, and then self-dimming rear view mirror with the ability to program up to 3 garage door openers. The rear seat of the ML class is fairly spacious with good leg and headroom. The middle seat's got an integrated armrest with 3 cup holders. Got vents in the center console, bringing some of that air and heat into the rear of the vehicle. Interestingly, it does have an ashtray for the rear passengers. You also notice a 12-volt outlet down below. Got some storage space integrated into the doors. And then the seats do fold down. It's a 2-step process. So we'll pull this up, and then we can lay the seats down. So they do split in a 60-40 split to increase that rear cargo space. And then coming to the rear, we've got an electronic rear hatch. You'll see the rear cargo space in the vehicle is fairly spacious. Plenty of cargo space for 4 or 5 occupants. Got a couple integrated 12-volt outlets as well. The ML class is available in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive models are designated with a 4MATIC logo. The base engine in the ML class is a 3.5-liter 6-cylinder, which is going to be on the ML350 model. They've also got an ML350 BlueTech, which has a 3-liter 6-cylinder turbo diesel. This model, of course, is the ML550, which has a 4.7-liter 8-cylinder with 382 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. EPA rating is 14 in the city and 20 on the highway, and 0 to 60 is going to take 5.4 seconds. If that's not enough power for you, they've also got the ML63 AMG, which has a 5.5-liter 8-cylinder. I've tested several other ML classes in the past, and in general they're really nice vehicles. They're quiet, they're comfortable, they're smooth, they've got a lot of luxury and tech features, and overall they're a really nice environment. It's going to be a great vehicle for commuting to work or going on long road trips. But in terms of just the overall excitement that you get from the driving experience, not so much. They're a little bit on the dull side. Powertrains aren't bad, but they're not really something to get all that excited about either. But with the 550, Mercedes has corrected that. With the 550, it's very quick and it's got a very mean exhaust note. We'll give you a little sample of the acceleration in the 550 right here. Oh, it's got a great sound to it, and the transmission is incredibly smooth. Really great powertrain in this vehicle. Again, while the ML350 is a great vehicle overall, the 550 is a lot more fun to drive. So that's a review of the 2011 Mercedes ML550. With the 550, Mercedes is taking an already great luxury SUV and giving it a much more exciting treatment. From a styling standpoint, it's much more aggressive, and then from a driving standpoint, it's a lot more fun to drive. It's got a really great powertrain, it's very quick, and it's got a really great exhaust note. If you're looking to get into an upscale luxury SUV that's fun to drive, the 550 is going to be a really good option to consider. If you have any comments or questions on the 550, leave them in the section below. For more car reviews, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.